1. Thick but sensitive skin. While rhino skin can be as thick as 5 centimeters in some areas, it's far from armor. Beneath that tough exterior lies a network of nerves that make their skin very sensitive to touch, cuts, and bites. Their mud baths aren't just for fun. Mud cools them down, prevents sunburn, and acts as a shield against pesky insects like ticks and flies. Without their beloved mud spas, rhinos can suffer from serious skin irritations. 2. Horn made of hair. Unlike other animals with bone horns, rhino horns are composed entirely of keratin, the same material in human hair and nails. If you were to saw a rhino horn in half, which you shouldn't, you'd find a fibrous structure that looks like tightly packed hair. This means a rhino's horn can regrow over time if it's broken or damaged, a fascinating adaptation for survival. 3. Supersized poop markers. A rhino's dung pile, or midden, is its calling card. These middens can stretch several feet wide, marking a rhino's territory. What's even more bizarre is how they use their feet to spread the dung as they walk, effectively signposting their turf for rivals. By sniffing a midden, rhinos can identify not only the individual who left it but also their age, sex, and even reproductive status. 4. Ancient survivors. Rhinos are living relics of a bygone era. Their lineage dates back over 50 million years, to ancestors that were small, pig-sized creatures. Modern rhinos resemble their prehistoric relatives, though ancient species like the woolly rhinoceros were covered in thick fur and adapted to icy climates. 5. Solitary yet social. Most rhinos are loners, with males especially preferring to patrol their territories alone. However, white rhinos break the mold by forming small groups called crashes. These social groups usually consist of mothers and calves but may occasionally include unrelated females for safety. 6. Misleading names. Despite their name, not all rhinos have prominent horns. The Indian rhinoceros, for example, has a single horn that can sometimes appear stubby or worn down, depending on the individual. The Javan rhinoceros also has a very small, often overlooked horn. 7. Bird allies. The oxpecker bird and the rhino share a symbiotic relationship. Oxpeckers feast on ticks and other parasites that plague the rhino, while also serving as an early warning system. If danger approaches, these birds let out loud alarm calls, prompting the rhino to flee or prepare to charge. 8. Can run surprisingly fast. Despite their lumbering appearance, rhinos are deceptively fast. A white rhino, weighing up to 2,300 kilograms, 5,000 pounds, can sprint at speeds up to 50 kilometers per hour, 31 miles per hour. Their agility at high speeds is astounding, allowing them to pivot and turn sharply to evade predators or defend themselves. 9. Unusual courtship rituals. Rhino courtship is anything but romantic. Male rhinos often chase females for hours, even days, during mating season. Aggression is common, with males head-butting or ramming the female to assert dominance. While it seems brutal, it's a normal part of their natural behavior. 10. Milk with special properties. Rhino calves rely on their mother's milk for up to 2 years. Rhino milk is particularly high in protein to support rapid growth but surprisingly low in fat. This ensures the calf develops strong muscles without becoming overweight, crucial for escaping predators. 11. Communication via subsonic sounds. Rhinos are not very vocal creatures, but they have an advanced way of communicating. They emit infrasonic rumbles, low-frequency sounds undetectable to humans, that can travel over long distances. These sounds help rhinos coordinate with others, especially in dense vegetation where visibility is poor. 12. Grass-cutting teeth. White rhinos are specialized grazers, using their wide, square mouths to mow through grass like lawnmowers. In contrast, black rhinos have hooked, prehensile lips perfect for grabbing leaves and twigs from bushes and trees. 13. Silent giants. Rhinos are remarkably stealthy for their size. Their padded feet allow them to move silently through dense brush, often surprising observers who expect them to make more noise. 14. Hairless yet hairy. Though mostly bald, rhinos have tufts of hair on their ears, tails, and around their mouths. Prehistoric rhinos, like the woolly rhinoceros, were entirely covered in fur, a stark contrast to their modern counterparts. 15. Sweat like blood. Indian rhinos secrete a reddish fluid from their skin that resembles blood. This sweat has antiseptic properties, helping to heal cuts and wounds while also acting as a sunscreen. 16. Horn-using behaviors. Rhinos use their horns as multi-tools, whether for fighting rivals, defending against predators, digging for water, or uprooting shrubs. They've even been seen scratching their bellies or backs using their horns. 17. Unusual sleeping habits. Rhinos sleep both lying down and standing up, depending on their surroundings. Lying down is preferred when they feel safe, while standing sleep is common in open areas where they need to stay alert for predators. 18. Giant belly, tiny brain. Rhinos are one of the most massive land animals, yet their brains are relatively small, weighing only about 400 to 600 grams. Despite this, they show intelligence in navigating their environment and remembering danger. 19. Mud spa regulars. Mud bathing isn't just a luxury, it's essential for survival. Rhinos cool their bodies and shield themselves from the sun with a layer of dried mud, which also suffocates parasites and keeps their skin moisturized. 22. Motherly devotion. Rhino mothers are fiercely protective, often keeping their calves close for several years. During this time, the calves learn survival skills and gain independence, all under their mother's watchful eye. 23. Odd toes. Rhinos walk on 3 toes, unlike other large mammals that have even numbers of toes. This unique structure supports their massive weight and helps them move more efficiently across soft or uneven terrain. 24. Tail communication. A rhino's tail is a useful mood indicator. A raised tail often signals irritation or aggression, while a drooping tail suggests calmness or contentment. 25. Rhino bellies. Rhinos have large, rounded bellies due to their plant-based diet. They consume massive quantities of vegetation daily, requiring a large digestive system to process all the fiber.